Hello everyone. The topic we cover today is heart. So here we'll see the anatomy or the structure of heart detailing. So while coming to the heart, so everyone knows what is a heart, and it comes under the cardiovascular system, and it is an important organ of cardiovascular system. So first we'll see the meaning of which word it has been come. So while coming to the heart, it is having to another name. In the Greek, it is known as cardia, and in the Latin, it is known as coronary. Okay, and we'll see the definition of heart. So we can say that the heart, it is a conical, hollow, muscular, pumping organ. So the definition itself, it says entire thing regarding the heart. So it is a conical. That means the shape of the heart, it is approximately cone shape, and it is hollow. Inside, if you see, it is empty. Okay, it is a hollow. Muscular means made up of muscles, and the main function of the heart is pumping the blood. So that the definition says the heart is a conical, hollow, muscular, pumping organ. Now we'll see the measurement of the heart. So welcome to the measurement of the heart. The length of the heart is approximately 12 centimeter, and the width of the heart is approximately 9 centimeter. And you come to the weight. In case of males, it is approximately 300 gram, and in case of females, it is approximately 250 gram. And the size, if you see the size of the heart, the honest fist. That means if you hold like this, or your fist, if you fold like this, that will be the size of your heart. So that is the measurement of heart. Now we'll see the location and associated structure of heart. If you come to the location, the heart, which is located in the thoracic cavity. So in our body, there are different cavities are there. In the chest area, we'll call it as a thoracic cavity. In the thoracic cavity, the heart lies in the mediastinum. Okay, this area, it is termed as the mediastinum. In the mediastinum, in the thoracic cavity, the heart lies in between the lungs. So both sides, there will be lungs. In between the lungs, the heart lies. Now we'll see the associated structure. While coming to the associated structure, inferiorly means below. Below to the heart, there is a diaphragm, and superiorly. So you can see here the above, the superiorly, you can see the major blood vessel. The aorta will be there, pulmonary artery will be there, or superior vena cava. The major blood vessels are there in the superior part. At the posterior means at the back side of the heart, we can see trachea, esophagus, bronchia, and our vertebra. And the lateral side, both sides, there will be lungs. Lateral side of the heart, there will be lungs. And anteriorly, at the front part, anteriorly you can see ribs, sternum, and intercostal muscle. So these are the associated structure of heart. Now we'll move to the what we can say the gross anatomy of the heart. Gross anatomy means at the superficially, if you see with our naked eye, if the heart is there, with the naked eye, what are the structure you can see. So before going to that one, just I wanted to say what are the layers of heart. If you come to the heart, it is having three important layers. So we'll see one by one. The outer layer, you can see the heart, it is usually covered with a connective tissue. So that connective tissue layer is termed as a pericardium. Pericardium is the outer layer of the heart. Completely it is covered with a pericardium or a connective tissue. And the middle layer, that is the important layer of heart, that is the muscle. Okay, so the muscular layer of the heart, if you see, it is mainly made up of a specialized muscle that we can see only in heart, in human body. Only in heart, that particular type of muscle is there, that is termed as a cardiac muscle. And internal layer or inner layer of the heart, that is a smooth or shining layer it is, and usually made up of squamous epithelial tissues. Why it is a squamous epithelial tissue? Because that area should be for a smooth, it is a smooth layer for the flowing of or smooth flowing of blood. The inner layer will be squamous epithelial cell. So these are the layers of heart. There are three layers: a pericardium, myocardium or middle layer, and an inner layer is a squamous epithelial layer, or we will call the endocardium. Now we'll see the surface anatomy. If you see the surface anatomy of the heart, mainly the heart is having two different areas. So that is the anterior part. You can see at the front, the lower part, there is a tip of the heart. That tip of the heart is termed as this area. The tip of the heart is termed as the apex of the heart. And at the what we can say posterior part, or where the major blood vessel that is attached, so this area, this is termed as the base of heart. Okay, generally the heart is having a base and an apex of the heart. And if you see the heart, we can see certain grooves. Grooves are nothing but certain depression. You can see here that yellow color it's seeing. So these are nothing but termed as a sulci. Sulci are nothing but the grooves of the heart. So there is a depression, as well as you can see the connective, means certain fatty tissue. You can see the yellow color, what see, it is a fatty tissue. And there are two sulci. So you can see here at the lateral side, means sides of the heart, that is termed as a coronary sulci. So this coronary sulci which separate the heart from atrium, and this is the ventricle. So the coronary sulci which is seen in between the atrium and ventricle, and usually you can see it is a major blood vessel, the coronary artery, which passes through this one and which supply blood to the heart. And come to the front region, you can see there is a left ventricle and there is a right ventricle. In between there is another groove or another depression that is termed as anterior interventricular sulci. So this is the surface anatomy of heart. So now we'll see the interior part or inner side of the heart, or an inner chamber we'll see. So while coming to this heart, it is having mainly 4 chambers are there. So there are 2 atria and there are 2 ventricles. So we'll see. While coming to the atria and ventricles in the right side. So generally we can divide into a right side and a left side. Come to the right side of the heart. So the right atrium, right ventricle. Come to the left side, left atrium, left ventricle. So these are the chambers of heart. So while coming to the right atrium, this is the right atrium. So here what happens, the blood from our superior part, means from the body, the above part, the superior vena cava, and from our lower part, inferior vena cava, which carries blood into this particular right atrium. And there are 2 openings we can see, the openings of superior and inferior vena cava, mainly we can see in the right atrium. And from right atrium, the blood flows into the right ventricle. So here you can see another important structure that comes from right atrioventricular valve. There is a valve. So this is termed as a tricuspid valve. So why we call it as a tricuspid valve? This valve is having 3 cup-like structure will be there, and we can see this valve. Okay, this is a tricuspid valve. It is attached to a muscle. So this is a part of right ventricle. It's a muscle that termed as a papillary muscle. So this tricuspid valve, which is attached to the right ventricle, is that area is a papillary muscle, and there is a small, you can see here, there is a small thread-like connections are there. Okay, this atrioventricular valve or tricuspid valve, it is attached to this papillary muscle through a small thread-like structure that we call as a chordae tendineae. The similar way in the what we can say left side of the heart also you can see there is a bicuspid valve. The bicuspid valve that also attached to the papillary muscles in the left ventricle through the chordae tendineae. So these are the important structure in the what we can say right atrium and right ventricle. The similar way in the left, there is a left side, there is a left ventricle, and there is a there is a left atrium and there is a left ventricle. So there is a valve, that valve is called as a bicuspid valve, or it is otherwise called as a mitral valve, and that mitral valve is connected to the papillary muscle through the chordae tendineae. So these are the inner chambers of heart. And you can see the left side and right side, both the side there is a septum. There is a connection, like a bridge-like structure is there that separate the left side and right side of the heart. So you can see that this structure is termed as a septum. So there is a interventricular septum, and there is a in between the atrium there is another septum called atrial septum. So these are the inner structure, and there are certain valves which is seen in the heart. The valves already I told, one is tricuspid valve, or we can say that the valve which is seen in between right atrium and right ventricle. Another one is bicuspid valve, that is in between left atrium and left ventricle. It is otherwise called as a mitral valve. And the next one, there are two semilunar valves. Semilunar valves, the first one, you can see that from the right ventricle, the blood flows into the lungs for purification through pulmonary artery. So there is a, what we can say here, you can see this is the semilunar valve of pulmonary artery. The same way, from the left ventricle, blood flows into aorta through another valve, aortic valve or semilunar valve of aorta, we can say. So these are the important structures of heart, we can say. Now we'll see the blood supply to the heart. So we can see that the heart is supplying or pumping blood to different parts of the body, but the heart also needs blood supply. From where the heart is getting blood supply? So the coronary arteries, it's a branch which arises from aorta, that coronary artery which supplies blood to heart. And from the heart, the impure blood or deoxygenated blood will be received by coronary vein, and that opens into right atrium through an opening called coronary sinuses. So this is the blood supply to the heart. So today we have seen what is the heart, what are the important structure of heart and blood supply of heart. And this is for today's class. This is Vishant signing off till we meet the next class. Thank you.